Consider this unique and imposing distinction. Since the writing of human history began, Joan of Arc is the only person of either sex who has ever held supreme command of the military forces of a nation at the age of 17.
Historical background: Jean de Domremy, Jeanne d'Arc, Joan of Arc.
1412. Joan of Arc born and baptized in Domremy. 1425. Joan begins to hear voices.
1428. Joan travels to Vaucouleurs, prompted by voices, and asks to join the Dauphin but is turned away.
1429. Joan journeys again to Vaucouleurs to ask to join the Dauphin's forces. This time she is accepted.
February 13, 1429. Joan leaves Vaucouleurs dressed in men's clothing and heads to Chinon, where the Dauphin is staying. Once there, she asks to help France fight the English and the Burgundians. Charles orders her interrogation by churchmen for the next 3 weeks. April 1429. Dauphin gives Joan command of a small force.
April 27, 1429. Joan and her troops set out from Blois to relieve French forces at the siege of Orleans. April 29, 1429. Joan and La Hire reach Orleans, where they are told to wait for reinforcements.
May 4, 1429. After a sudden inspiration, Joan leads an attack on the English. May 7, 1429. Wounded, Joan nonetheless leads a battle at Les Tourelles. May 9, 1429. Joan travels to Tours, where she asks the Dauphin to go immediately to Reims for a coronation ceremony.
June 18, 1429. Battle of Patay. July 16, 1429. Dauphin's army reaches Reims. July 17, 1429. The Dauphin is crowned King of France. July 20, 1429. Charles leaves Reims and parades around Riechen.
August 2, 1429. Charles retreats to Loire. August 14, 1429. French and English forces skirmish at Senlis. August 28, 1429. Burgundy and France sign a 4-month truce.
September 8, 1429. Assault on Paris begins.
December 1429. Charles raises Joan, her parents, and her brothers to nobility status.
May 14, 1430. Joan reaches Compiègne. May 25, 1430. Paris learns of Joan's capture.
January 3, 1431. Joan transferred to Bishop Pierre Cauchon's control for interrogation.
January 13, 1431. Joan's trial begins.
May 24, 1431. Upon the reading of her sentence, Joan, frightened, signs a last-minute abjuration.
May 29, 1431. After rescinding her abjuration, Joan is transferred from ecclesiastic to secular authority.
May 30, 1431. Joan is burned at the stake.
1450. Charles VII orders an investigation into Joan of Arc's trial.
May 16, 1920. Pope Benedict XV makes Joan of Arc a saint.